Testing, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hello. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Am I okay? Yep, we're on. Okay, we're at the Conscious Life Expo, and it's actually October 2011. So let's something to eat here, huh? Okay. So anybody have any questions about aliens, extraterrestrials, how they're interfering with you, abductions, implants? Yes. Well, the Merkaba is actually what's inside of every one of your cells in your body, so that would be what would be sacred, yes. As far as bringing in energy outside of yourself to align yourself with the energy, I would say don't do that. Okay? You already have it.
What about the Merkaba meditation?
I don't meditate because I don't want to waste my time attempting to meditate because I'm always in the moment, so I don't need to meditate, okay? But I can drop you into your heart center. I'll do that right now, but then I'll have to take you out because if I do put you into your heart center, you're going to be at pure peace. You won't have any questions because source energy only works in the now, and that's peace. And so you can't have anything positive or negative in your heart center because it's peace energy. So here we go, everybody. Then I'll take you out, okay, so you can enjoy the conference here. Here we go. So dropping down. I'll count from 10 to 1 backwards. This you can do yourself. Just think of an elevator dropping down your thoughts to your heart. And we have to command your spirit to do that, so here we go. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. There. So it should be at peace. So think a thought. Instead of having the thought up here, it should be in your heart center. And when you're in your heart center, you have no judgment. So you're in source energy with your heart center, with your spirit, okay? So let me take you out of that for a minute here. There we go, coming out, there. So now you're back into time. So next question, let's see. Yes?
I always have things disappearing along in my home, in my car. Is this aliens?
Yeah. If you have things disappearing in your life, keys, jackets, purses, etc., that's because you are abducted. So you've been abducted already, okay, because you're looking for the peace that you lost. So the next thing is, who is here? Is it a clone body of you here, trying to find what you lost, okay? Or did you leave that on a parallel lifetime somewhere else in the Beyondo, and you didn't return it to yourself yet? Okay? Yes, this lady? Okay, if you've seen an alien appear to you? Okay. 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 That probably would not be too bad if you can see them, because then you're at free choice to say if you want to see them or not. Okay. It could be. Well, from my experiences dealing with the aliens, to me they're almost all bad. Okay. Did he feel bad to you? Yeah. So the aliens are here mainly to do mind control patterns on you, to abduct you, to put you into a laboratory like a mouse rat, okay, or a mouse, in a cage like a rat, or a rat in a cage, okay. But anyway, they're going to experiment with you, and when they do the experimentations, they can do anything to you, and they live off your emotional energy, your traumas. This is why you want to be in the moment, so that the traumas that's stored inside of you are not going to draw them to you, because they live off your emotional energy. If you had no emotions, they wouldn't want you, unless they want to experiment with your body or make hybrids of you or something like that. Question? A hybrid? A hybrid would be typically a human, maybe part human, part alien. That's what a hybrid would be in my definition. The purpose is probably because they're attempting to make a better alien human, specimen. Okay. They go also into doing cloning with people. So there's a lot of clones walking around now, and the clones will probably be here at the Dark Side Ascension in 2012, which is what people are talking about. Remember, you have the light of the darkness. So when I talk about light, it's true light. It's source energy. And you cannot bring the source energy to you because you already have it with you. So you can't draw anything to your body that is going to be of any type of light. It'll be the light of the darkness energies. And that's what the churches teach about, is the light of the darkness. They bring in the angels, the saints, Jesus, etc., into their teachings, and those are the light of the darkness energies, because the light does not promote itself. It can't. The light does not channel, doesn't come to anybody on its own, doesn't talk to you inside of your head, because that's mind energy. Everything that talks to you that you may get contact with would be of darkness. That's why you have to go to your spirit inside of yourself, like you just got through doing the mind to heart drop, to have you do the communion with your own spirit. Yes? They'd have different energies. I can show you, I'll bring a hybrid right here. It may not materialize physically, but how many in here are intuitive enough to sense energies? Okay, here we go. So I'll have one of the races do this for us here that's in the light, or mostly in the light, we'll say. Remember, when you're in the light, then you're out of duality, so you have to go into a little bit of duality to do this stuff, okay? So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10 there. There's a hybrid right here, okay? You feel the energy? Okay? So what I'll do now is take out the alien part of the hybrid, so it'll be human, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There, it's out. Feel the difference? Okay, now I'll put in the, I'll take out the, I'll bring in the alien part. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now I'll take out the human part. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There, now it's alien energy. And I'll bring it back to its wholeness, which would be alien and human as a hybrid. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There. So I have to command the energy by counting. I either use the word stronger, or I just count numbers, or I just flick my finger. For some people, flicking my finger, it happens too quickly because you're used to having sessions done with you, typically of some kind of mumble jumble, and zap, right? I don't do that. Okay? So what we're going to do now is a emotional clearing for you to help you get rid of one of your major traumas in your life. This would be one of the situations. So think of a situation that you had that's emotional, and it could be even when you were 5 years of age. Doesn't matter. Just think of it right now, and I can release that from you. Okay? Everybody ready? Okay? It's gone. And think of another one. Ready? It's gone. So what's happening is the light ship, which in the time of Jesus was called Father, is taking away the energies from your spiritual blueprint of your body. Not your spirit, but from your body. Well, also your spirit, because your spirit has taken on the residue from your body. But your body has it stored inside of itself. Okay, so your body with DNA is carrying all of your baggage, all of your stuff, which is all the thoughts of your ancestors. So you are living every life of your ancestors right now, in this present moment. Now, what hasn't come up as a learning lesson, a learning experience for you, which should be judgment, will be inside of your body, but it will not activate until somebody activates it for you. So what you're living is a storyline of your life, and your storyline is all of your traumas. That's who you think you are. You get rid of the traumas in this lifetime, then you're freed up and being able to live life as a normal person, the way you're supposed to be, lived here. Okay? Yes?
How did all the judgment get into the DNA?
Good question. Let me see here. Okay, the aliens put in a timeline like a recording system in you. This is a new question for me, so I have to go to the light ship to find out what the answer is in the moment. And from that, that's where it started. And it started a long time ago. So it's just another experimentation that was done on you. So what I'll do is, let's go back to your age of 10. So I want you to pick a particular day of the year at the age of 10, and I'll take away the energy of that one day. Now you could have had, 500 thoughts in that day, right? So I'm going to take that one day away from you. So just think of it right now, and you have to pick yourself what day you want it to be. So pick a date. We'll just pick June. So you're 10 years of age, the month is June, and whatever day you want to pick in June, just pick a date. Do you all have a date? Okay, here we go. Ready? There. Does your body relax a little more? Because you just got rid of the stored judgment that you had and was carrying, that was activated at that particular time, which would be the day in June. So you can just see what one day has done for you. I'll do another day. You can pick another day in June if you want. Ready? There, it's gone. So the key is to have your whole lifetime, in a sense, erased of all your judgments that you carry, which is the emotional baggage that you have stored inside of you. Otherwise, that's your storyline for the rest of your life. And eventually, at some point, you'll be in the hospital or someplace dying of those judgments, because the emotions will kill you. And the emotions that you have inside of yourself, whether they're good or bad, the aliens love that because they live off your emotional energy. So it's a wonderful setup. Each time a body is born, the judgments from the parents are passed on to the child, and you have more stuff to get rid of. You have more traumas in your life, a greater pool of energy for the aliens to work on, and they traumatize you. They can come into other people. The aliens can pop into a body as a shapeshifter, activate that person, pull out their judgment into someone else, and then they're on the roller coaster ride. You're on one to hell, and they're on one to get energy from you. So I'm not in favor of the aliens whatsoever, because they're taking away your free choice, free will, which is not light energy. Remember, I said the light is cloned. The light, the true light only knows light, never created darkness, does not understand or even know darkness. And but the darkness created its light, which is what you go to when you go to church and pray outside of yourself, wanting to bring you more light, have attunements by practitioners to give yourself more light. I can go on and on and on. Practitioners can bring in a healing to you and give you a clone body part. And the light will never be able to fix it unless it's replaced. So this is why sometimes people will go to practitioners, or you go to church and they do a prayer for you or something. Remember, there's two words for prayer, P-R-A-Y and P-R-E-Y, or pray, so you got to pray either way, right? So one way you're praying to something to attach to you, and then you become prey to that energy. So this is why Jesus talked about never going outside of yourself. The kingdom is within. It just that he didn't say it strong enough to people to really get it, at least now in our age here. Yes?
Then can you bring us fully back into our bodies?
Yes, thank you. Okay, here we go. So a lot of people come in their body crooked, upside down, backwards. If you've been out on the astral plane experiencing things, you could be cut up with swords, or maybe a grenade blew off inside of you, or you've been hit with something, an arrow or whatever. You could be missing a leg, you don't know. So things happen all the time. So here we go. I'm going to take you out momentarily, and I'll put you back in properly. Okay? Going out and in. There. That quick. So if you felt your body shift a little bit, I'll do it again here. Out and in. I'll do it a bunch of times so you can really feel the energy. Out and in, 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 out and in. There. Hopefully you're not very dizzy. But what happens is your spirit can come in crooked. Now what I'm going to do for you, if you wish, I'll put you in your body upside down. Now the reason is because this can happen to you. You can leave here and, all of a sudden, 6 months from now, wake up and say, God, I really feel awful. What's going on here? And you go, Ron's workshop. I remember that he said that you can be in your body upside down. You can say, no, I can have my spirit to come out and in again to correct that, okay? Which you can do yourself, okay? You don't need me to do this. So here we go. I'm going to take you out, And you're going to come in upside down. There. Now your head's down by your feet. Anybody smell the carpet? Okay, so I'll take you out again and put you back in right. There, now you're in right. It may take a half a minute to readjust, so don't worry about it if you feel a little weird right now. That's normal if it is, okay? Yes?
So, years ago, the Mayans had a ransom sacrifice where they cut the mind and the heart out of their sacrificial victim. Similarly, today, don't they have a modified ransom sacrifice where they take our mind out, put a clone mind in, take the heart out, put a clone heart in, that's a ransom sacrifice?
Yeah, they can do that, yeah. The aliens can do anything they want to do to you because they control the timeline. You live in time, right? You have a watch on? Okay, why is that? Because they want to keep track of you. And the easiest way to know that is how many people in here seek consistent numbers, or like the clock. You look at your clock and you see 11:11, right, or whatever it is, 10:10, and you go, wow, man. Then you read some book, and the book says, oh, man, you're really spiritual. You're seeing 11:11. And the next year it'll say, oh, you're seeing 12:12. That's even better yet. That's higher numbers. Well, they're tracking you, okay? So how's that working? You have implants inside of you from the aliens, and they have a robotic program, okay? So there's some alien out there saying, okay, I want to see these people in here, or anybody who's attached to the 11:11 program. We're going to now push the button, and we'll see if everybody's heads move over to their clock and look at the numbers, because they're watching you, and they can also be in your body watching. And if you track down to 11:11, they go, we got this person hooked up. It's working perfectly fine. So that's their test. So when you see consistent numbers all the time, just go, oh, well, they got me again. Okay, let's see. This gentleman here, I guess. Go ahead.
How would you explain to me that I go to bed at night, I don't have a mark on my body,
Uh-oh.
and I wake up in the morning and I've got narrowly as bruised, and I don't have a head?
Okay. It could be many things, okay? Number one, you could be on another timeline, right? Living a life on another timeline. So it could be your spirit having a confrontation, living inside of a cloned body that looks human. Okay, that's one explanation. The other one could be your body was abducted out of time, because you don't know what you're doing when you're sleeping, right? You think you're in your bed, but you could be elsewhere. Okay, and you could be elsewhere anytime during your life, okay? So you could be out in a parallel lifetime, making it simple, just one. You could have hundreds. Okay, they can replicate everything and have it perfect, just like a copy and paste, copy and paste, copy and paste, okay? And so what happened more than likely is that you were probably having some kind of confrontation, is what I'm picking up, and somebody hit you. Okay, so it comes back to your physical body. Now, if your physical body wasn't there and your spirit had an injury, the spirit will come into your body wounded or having a problem, and that will be duplicated into your physical body. Okay? Anybody need any more help with this explanation? Okay. Yeah, I don't know much about sleepwalking, but that I don't know about that one. If I don't know, I'll tell you. Okay?
Can you deprogram?
Yeah, you want some implants taken out? I can do that. Let's work on feet. Anybody have any problems? Okay, so let's just see. The validation will be that your foot will probably tingle or it might feel lighter. Okay, so let's start over again. So there's different types of implants. Okay, so we'll talk about the ones that we'll say are good. Okay, so I'm going to switch the whole talk over here. So like I mentioned, if the aliens showed up to you physically, shook your hand and said, yeah, I'm from planet so-and-so, or my spaceship is out here in the cosmos, and we see that you have a problem with your physical body. Would you like to have it worked on? And we can do it with our advanced technology. We'll just beam you up to our spaceship, fix you and beam you back down. You feel better. Would you like to have that done to you? And you go, yeah, it sounds good to me. Or you might say, oh, I don't know, you look kind of, pea green or something, I don't want to deal with your energy, or your hair is too long or something, or you look scary, I don't want to do that. Then it's your free choice, free will. But there are aliens out there that do abduct people to attempt to help them. So is that good? Well, it may be good, okay. If you feel better and it works, yeah. But then what are they doing to you? Maybe you're their special specimen, okay, and they don't want you to die. I had one lady that they gave cancer to, and she says, Ron, I'm not going to die of cancer, but boy, this stuff is really painful, and I'm their experiment. They gave me cancer. I know when they gave it to me, I saw them inject me with it up on a ship, and they've been tracking me like every week, and they take me up there to experiment with me. So for her it was negative, but maybe, you know, for some reason you have a condition and they gave you an implant to fix that. Maybe they want to regulate your hormones or maybe make your blood pressure get stabilized. So on the surface, might be great, but what are they doing to you? How are they keeping tabs of you, okay? So the beneficial ones could be good for you if you like that, okay? But it's still against your free will, free choice. You don't know about what's happening, okay? So here we go. We'll take out some implants out of your feet. I'll count to 5 so you can actually feel them leave you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Okay, does anybody feel their feet change with different energies in them right now? Okay. Okay, how about, let's do knees. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. And how's that for everybody? Okay, and let's go up to the hips, I guess, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, there. Okay, now we'll do shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and neck. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and let's go to elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and wrist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, and fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, everybody get up, and why don't you walk about 5 or 6 steps, and just see how your body is responding right now. Remember, what happens is when I do these healing sessions, normally you're used to using your mind to validate your experience, okay? But your body will tell you what's happening. So how do you feel? You feel a little better? Okay, good.
How about the back, the spine?
Okay, we'll see what we can do there, okay? So if you have a spine problem, you may want to put your hand in that location, so we'll really zero in on it, okay? If you don't have one, then that's okay, but here we go. I'll count again. I could snap my finger to be done too, but I'll count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10, there. And how's that feel? Okay, I'm going to do another one here, which is what I normally do when I do implants over the telephone with people. A lot of the implants are very complicated. It's like a combination safe. So you can watch here. I'm going to be taking out implants here. So this is all stuff that I do here. It might look a little different to you, but it's like getting a combination here. There we go. And each one of you have one of these things hooked into you. And here we go. Ready? Out. There. Do you feel a change? Okay. I'll do one more. Okay? This one here's on your heart chakra. Okay, here we go. There we go. Almost. Done. There. How's that feel? Okay. Yes? The energy blade. Yes, and they could be actual physical implants in parallel lifetimes too. So here it might look like it's energy, but on a timeline it could be a physical thing even attached to you, yes. Yes, lady over here? Oh. Okay, so let's do a chakra alignment for everybody. Nothing for you to do, just sit there. And here we go to your heart center. So the heart chakra can turn around, up and down, back and forth. So we're going to move it around here. Here we go. That's fine. Throat chakra. There. Third eye. Good. power chakra, second chakra, and first chakra. There. Do an opening now. And I use the word spin to open up the chakras, so I'll go body width for you. So here we go. Heart chakra, spin, 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 open. Throat chakra, spin, 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 open. Third eye, spin, 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 open. Okay, and power chakra, spin, 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 open. Second chakra, spin, 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 open. First chakra, spin, 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 open. There. How do you feel? Feel warmer? Mm-hmm.
A little pain.
Little pain? Where's your pain at?
The heart and down to that part.
Okay. There we go. Take that away here. There we go. It's a critter. Get rid of the critter here. This is an alien energy, alien life form. I call it parasitic life forms. These are invisible things. So this one here is one of the octopus energies. Here we go. We'll get them out of everybody else too here. Okay, one tentacle is being released. There we go. Second one, third one, fourth one, fifth one. There we go. 6, 7, and 8. There we go. How's your arm feel? Okay, now I'll get the body out. That's just the tentacles. Okay, here we go. The body. There we go. Coming out. There we go. That's out. Now we'll get rid of the poisons that they gave you. That it gave you anyway. We have lots of these in us here, unfortunately. There we go. Get rid of the poison energy. Okay, out. Waste products. And dead carcasses. Alien graveyard. They have alien wars inside of you. Just like people here. They don't like each other. There we go. There. Okay. Want to get up and stand, see how you feel? You might feel like you're a little, the tension in your body may have left you. You might feel like you lost some weight. That's only one critter. You might have more body movement, more freedom. Okay. How was that, everybody? Feel lighter? So what I do is 8-hour conference calls on Sundays. There'll be none this month, but next month I'll take off, do them over again on November. But I do 8 hours for 3 Sundays in a row to get rid of these things for people. I charge $200 for yourself. If you're married or a spouse or somebody living with you, it's $100 for them. Children under 18 are free. And once you have one of those sessions for a month, it's unbelievable how much energy you gain back into your body because these things are released from you. That's only one thing. I'll do another one here. Anybody have any suggestions? Who's been on the conference calls?
Will stuff come back?
Oh, will stuff come back? It all depends what the aliens do to you. What I take out is gone. They're terminated. Okay. What happens is the light will attack anything that is taken away your free will, free choice as it's being focused upon. Okay? So these energies should not be in you. There should not be any aliens on this planet unless they're of light, like you were initially when you came in here, and your body was of light. Okay? So even though your body was created by the aliens, it still carries light frequencies, but they altered you. That's why you can have a healing. If you didn't have light inside of your body, you'd never be able to get a healing from the light. Only darkness could heal you. And so what happens is when you use light, it works through everything. And the light only is there to protect itself, which is light, so it doesn't want any kind of corruption in light. That make sense to you? So light is light. There's no hierarchy in light. There's no, like what we have here from the Galactic Federation, the space people. We have the hierarchy of whatever, the Great White Brotherhood. That's another one that's of darkness. All these things here that are alien energies to the planet here should not even be here, because we're here to experience light. In light, there's no dimensions. So the darkness came in here and brought in dimensions, brought in ways to separate you from your own divinity. And they gave you mind energy in place of heart energy. So everybody decided, because they wanted to have an emotional charge on living life, Then they brought in the mind energy in duality so you can experience emotions. And then you go from, bad to good, good to bad, stop and go, all these different reactions that you have to have a sensation of living, where in true source energy it's just peace. And peace, you can still have a good life. Everybody is searching for peace. That's why people try to meditate to get peace. But like I said, you can do the mind to heart drop, in 15 seconds and just take your meditation and just kind of move it aside, because it may take you longer than that to get to that same state. If you don't go out of your body when you meditate, you're okay, but most people go out of their bodies when they meditate. It's a way to escape life here, or they take drugs or something. So that's kind of the problem that we have. Battery change? Okay, we'll just stop for a minute here.
I have a question.
Yes?
It seems like I make the wrong decision all the time. It seems like if somebody didn't,
Maybe 180, want to flip it over? Yeah. Making the wrong decision. Yeah, it could be something talking to you.
well, that's always been that way. That
Little chatter?
right here.
Let me know when you're ready. Okay, so mind chatter. So that way the darkness talking to you. Remember, the light never approaches you. The light cannot channel through anything, anybody. It doesn't do that. It would be judging itself if it had to do any channeling, because you already have it with you. So there's no rules in the light. Okay? So there's a term that people use, like the mind of God, the thoughts of God, or whatever. That's all alien stuff. The Bible with the 10 Commandments, that's maybe a good way maybe to live life, possibly, but it is rules. In the light, there's no rules. The light allows you to choose darkness, if you wish to. Allows you to choose mind energy versus heart energy. And it's up to you to decide where you want to go to. But every 2,000 years, the light comes here to all planets that it created of light, and it does the ascension, which is to regain itself, parts of itself, and then start over again. So everything is turned off completely, and then it starts over again once they decide when to do the other process of recreating everything in light over again. Why? Because there's darkness, and it has to get rid of the darkness out of light. So your salvation, we'll say, if I want to use that term, happens every 2,000 years. And it's up for you to choose what side of the fence you're on and how much you want to get rid of the judgment out of your body to do your body ascension. To have your spirit ascend, then now you just need to do a spirit barcode off of it, which kept it trapped here for thousands and thousands of years.
So you're saying I'm straddling the fence. I need to choose.
You always have a choice, yeah. But the choice should have been made by your ancestors 2,000 years ago, after Jesus left here. And
So what do I do now?
you start doing clearings to clear your body out of judgment. I have those on my website. Unfortunately, nobody came here before myself like 300 years ago to jumpstart humanity. In the time of Jesus, Buddha came. He came, 600 years, I think. And he talked about karma, which was that you have densities inside of your body, and those densities cause your life to be the way it is, the law of cause and effect of the mind. So you want to shed those out of you, otherwise you're going to be repeating cycles and patterns over and over again, which is karma, right? Law of cause and effect. So he talked about that, but I think his teaching got skewed somehow. And so people think that they have to work out their karma. When I talk to Buddhist people, they go, oh no, don't take anything away from me. I have to really understand why I'm in such, pain, why I'm going through this here, what did I do wrong in that past life? It's just another false teaching. That's why, I can snap my finger and clear you instantaneously. The light doesn't want you or need you to figure out anything. It's up to you to choose light. But you have so much density in you for 2,000 years, it's really difficult now than in the time of Jesus to do clearings. The clearings still work, but you're so gunked up because your ancestors did not choose the light. That's the problem. So people come up to me and they say, gee, Ron, if ascension is going to be, we'll say in a couple of years or 5 years or 10 years from now, how do I clean out 2,000 years of gunk out of me. I go, well, it should have been done already. You know, I should be here right now to teach Ascension how to do that process, which is why I came here, to teach you probably maybe in 10 hours. This is what you do and it's done. Instead, I'm dealing with people now that don't have a clue because they're stuck in mind energy. So we'll do something here for, if any of you have went to what I call a dark side practitioner, or somebody who has used some type of healing arts, which was controlled by the mind. Okay, they read it in a book, right, which is mind energy. And they did some type of mumbo jumbo or something, or prayers, or connecting you to something, whatever that would be. And you got a healing there. You probably have a clone body part in that place. Okay, that's fact. Because the darkness will steal the part of you that is light, because you went to somebody thinking they're using light. And so did the practitioner, not knowing that they're using darkness, light of the darkness energies, and they brought in darkness to you, replaced your problem, felt great, but now you have a clone body part. Here we go. Ready, everybody? So think of something that maybe you went to church when you were, 12 years of age, and you asked God to heal you. Aliens took you away and healed you, okay? Whatever. Here we go. So this is your choice to decide on whatever you want to do. So I'm going to count to 20 this time to give a little more energy in here. Replace your body part. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. There. How does that feel? Feel better?
Yeah.
So what happens is dark side practitioners can read the energy that the darkness gave you. Okay, they can read your DNA. They can say, 5,000 years ago you fell off a tree, broke your neck, and now this time it came forward in you as a neck problem. Go to a dark side practitioner. They go, man, you have a neck problem. Well, I can read the dark side script for you. It's in your natal chart, and I'll just take it away. The darkness can heal you actually faster and quicker than the light. Is the dark side stronger than the light? No. The light only works in the now. It doesn't have a history. The dark side has a history of all of you. But the light only works in the now. That's the difference. Once you understand that, it's much easier to understand how healings work. So you have to keep asking and asking and asking, which may seem kind of ridiculous. You say, why doesn't the light know what's wrong with me? Well, you're only asking for one thing. And you have to go back through each lifetime. This is why I said your ancestors should have healed themselves of their judgments before they had you. Okay? Because you're carrying their stuff. Whatever they dealt with, you have inside of you. All their lifetimes are with you. You're living those lifetimes. You're living their pain, their anguish, their traumas. So let's go back. We'll pick the first day at 1000 AD. Okay? And I'll take away the energy of that right now for you. Ready? It's gone. How does your body feel? Different, right? Mm-hmm. I'll do it again. Ready? There, that's the second day of 1000. So I'm going to bring you back now. I'm not taking you anywhere. Remember, these are timelines, okay? I'm going to take you on a timeline when Jesus was doing his healings. Okay? Remember, the dark side has all these timelines. So we're using the dark side energy as like a gift, right? Because we're able to run timelines. The light can go into from where we are now, and you have the history of you going to the past. In the future, there's no future timelines for the light. The darkness there is. That's where you get remote viewers saying, I see this problem happening, You have the psychics giving a vision of what could happen to you. That's from your natal chart, and all that's available. Well, the light doesn't work there, but it can go back into the past. So I'm going to take you at the time when Jesus was, let's say, I'm trying to see what they want to do here, 24 years of age, doing his healings. You ready? Okay, request your healing right now, and we'll run the energy. So I'll count to 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. I'll do it again here, run some more energy into you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You can feel it's much more freer than it was then than what it is right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There. Want to get up and walk, see how you feel?
I feel a lot of it in my head, all the work you're doing.
Mm-hmm. So how was that? Better. Okay. So we'll talk about, I guess, I could do some more healing here. I don't know. It's, what do you guys want to talk about? I can cover many subjects. Yes?
How did you come by this practice,
I'm a light being.
and how long has it been?
I'm a light being. So a light being is somebody who doesn't incarnate. I don't have any past lives here. I was here like 3,000 years ago. I have come here on visitations, being in bodies of different people. I was in the body of Jesus doing healing, so I was a healer in Jesus 2,000 years ago. And I came back to help people through ascension. Princess Diana was also in the body of Jesus 2,000 years ago doing the humanitarian mission, which she pulled off in this lifetime also. But there's no other light beings on the planet, just the two of us here. So it only takes one person to be down here to run the energy. So people ask me that all the time. Why isn't there more light beings down here? Why, there only needs to be one. So any other questions? So I live in the now, the present moment. I don't go into the future. I can, to look at the dark side, but I'm more or less right now, right here. I have no thoughts. I don't live in mind energy. I'll turn off your DNA so you can see what that's like. So here we go. Want it done like the snap of a finger, or do you want me to count down on it? What do you guys want? Countdown? Okay, to 20? That sound good? Okay, let me get some water here. So what happens if I do this here, people go, what's he doing, And the mind can't handle it. They don't know what it is. Do some water charging in 5 minutes, just remind me. So here we go. Turn your DNA off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. There. Now, how do you feel? I'll try to pull up something from the past. Okay, remember your DNA carries all your crap. Okay. Other words too I could use, but you can't. Can't. Right. Mm-hmm. Everybody else feel the same way? Who cares, right? So you just discovered something. So what did the aliens do to you? They gave you a life path on a road race that you could never win on the conveyor belt.
One more time.
Repeat? That they put you on a treadmill, and you can't get off the treadmill, and your past keeps haunting you. Okay? And remember, your physical body will kill itself to get well, because it wants to get rid of the gunk out of it, so it brings forth more DNA from the past to cause you harm, so you'll consciously understand what it is to get it released out of you. Yes?
So the emotional clearing take care of that?
Yeah, the emotional clearing will do that. Yeah, it'll get rid of the DNA stuff in this lifetime. It won't get all your past lives, but remember, you're living your experiences in this lifetime. This is why the emotional whole lifetime clearing is so important to do. It's $5 times your age. I give you a $50 discount. Go online and do it. It takes about a half an hour, and you're done. No processing. There's nothing with what I do that requires earthly processing. Yes?
Since we're having this constraint of money to get this done, is
I do have a couple of clearings. I have a prosperity clearing on the website, and I have another one of a self-empowerment clearing. Anybody else know what I might have? Billboard, a psychic billboard. Aha, that's the good one. So here it is. The psychic billboard is $20 for the month. This is a great clearing. So right away, you know, if you go to a psychic, what are they going to be reading from you? They read your vibrations, right? You know, where you are in your life. That's your psychic billboard. Now, other people can write on your psychic billboard along with you. And then also, so can the aliens, because they want to control you. So on the clearing, you can clear your thoughts of where you are in your life, whatever you're dealing with. So you're dealing with maybe lack of something, okay? And you can clear that, and then you reinstate. You find out where you are, you write that down in one box. The next box is you write down what you want to manifest. Now you're using the dark side program. Remember, we're programmed here. So the program, there's nothing wrong with the programs. They just gave you negative programs, okay, that they're controlling. But you can still enter into the program, okay? So you're now going into the dark side script for you, just like your natal chart, okay? And you're reprogramming in their system what you want to have happen to you in your life. So let's just say that you're dealing with wanting to have a job, okay? You're unemployed, you want to get a job, and for some reason, the last job that you had, somebody did a psychic attack on you, and they put in your billboard by writing on it, this person is unemployable. And you don't know that, but everybody who reads your billboard, your employers that you go to get hired are going to read that and say, no, I don't want you. Okay, or you're not qualified enough, okay? So you can write down what you want to change in your life, you write down where you are, then what you want to change. And then you go to the next box, which is what other people are doing, which could be very similar, and you change that, and you change what the aliens are doing. So most people just put the same thing in each box. And you check it every day or two, because you will have a change in your life from it. Because the energy will shift. People will read you differently. Everybody reads people. Okay? And you can change your life that way. I have a self-empowerment part on the website. I think it has 39 clearings on it, if not mistaken, 38 or 39, different types of emotional issues which you can change and get yourself out of. It's like a jump start. And it's $50, and it's for 6 weeks. Those two are very, very good clearings. They work hand in hand. Because there's people that I deal with, they say, Ron, I've been trying to get a job for a long time, I just can't get it. Well, somebody probably put a hex on them, or a curse or spell, and that's also in that clearing for self-empowerment. And I have many other clearings. I started off with an emotional clearing, whole lifetime, mental clearing, whole lifetime. Then I call it a 4-in-1, or a century clearing, going back for past lives. Then I did a 4-in-1 where I take you out of the soul family that you came in here with, take you out of karma, connect you with your twin flame energetic energy outside the planet here, which most people are outside with their other half of themselves, and also your home base energy, which is where you go to after each incarnation in the light. So the dark side severed your twin flame and where you go to. So they just created your soul family here, so you have to reincarnate. So you get taken out of those, and that's all that I initially offered was 4 basic clearings. Now I have a lot of them, only because people are so messed up here. And that's from the aliens. Water, good. Yeah, let's do some water right now. So do you have any water? Do you have a water container? Okay, if you want to go outside and get some water, everybody, just get a glass of water. Yes, question?
Yeah, can you do clearings and help people that, for example, that I may know who are suffering?
Yeah, anybody?
Emotion, but they're not awake.
Yeah. The light doesn't discriminate. The light always works through your spirit or somebody's spirit.
So I could talk with you and then...
Yeah, all you do is just, on the website, if you just do it on the website or with myself, but you just put the name in and it'll clear them. You don't need to ask anybody's permission for clearing. Light does not care. It just will help. It does care, but it doesn't. You can put whatever you can put aliens in there if you want. If you have an alien bothering you and you know the name of the alien or the race, put it in there, and you can do clearings on aliens.
So you're recommending I'll
Yeah, well, okay, yeah, I'll talk about that when they come back in here again, yeah, about aliens channeling. Yes?
If you have a pattern in your life that keeps happening over and over, it seems like it's karmic.
Yeah. Yeah, the emotional healing normally gets rid of that. Emotional whole lifetime clearing, yeah, uh-huh. Well, yeah, yeah. Yeah, just do the emotional one because it came up in this lifetime. Remember, you have all kinds of stuff buried inside of you, but all you want to deal with right now is what's on your plate in front of you. That's your life. Who cares what your past life was or who you were? It makes no difference. What you're dealing with right now is your life in this lifetime. That's all you really want to look at. Okay? Let's get our water. We'll bring in, I don't know, how about the goldfish? That sound good? Okay. Goldfish will come in. I do conference calls where I bring in different types of earthly type of energies to charge water. So here's the goldfish. Hold your water. They're coming right now. So I'll count to 5 to command the energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're here. And the water will taste better. I could say it'll taste like a fish tank, but it won't. Here you go, fish water here. Okay, it's almost ready. There, have some water. See how it tastes. It should be a little bit silkier, smoother. It should go down instantly. Much better. Okay, so question she was asking about aliens, channeling aliens, right? Okay, so...
How many alien races are there?
No, there's lots of alien races. There's, hundreds, if not thousands of them. So just what you know here about or what is connecting to people with more mind control. So I'll kind of change the way you look at this here. People talk about aliens coming to save us. So, that could be true, right? But where are they? They gave us an atomic bomb. Is that good? What about the pollution of the water? Okay? So, where are they? But they're coming tomorrow, right? So they're always in the future coming to us. Why aren't they here? Well, the main reason that I could say is that they are living on timelines, okay? Remember, a timeline controls you. That's a parallel lifetime. All timelines are used for control. So they're also in the same system of mind that you're in. So something above them is controlling them, and then they're controlling something below them. Remember, as above, so below. Remember the spiritual hierarchy that they brought forward, in the teachings of the light. You have the spiritual hierarchy in different dimensions. Well, that's the reason. So when people channel these things, these beings, are they giving you good information? They could. It could be all great. But you're hooking yourself up to one of them or something that you know nothing about. And so what's happening to your body when you go to a channeling when somebody's talking about something? What are you being hooked up with? Always look above you to see what's crawling on the ceiling coming down on you. I went to one event and the lady was bringing in some kind of ET language, some energies, and all of a sudden the room got filled full of a bunch of octopus energies. And most people are out of their bodies, and so anyway, I did some help to get rid of them, but aside from that, it's very dangerous. Remember, curiosity killed the cat, and it had 9 lives. Okay? So you have to be very careful what you do. That's why Jesus said only go within, don't go without. And all the great spiritual teachers here will tell you the same thing. If you get rid of all the dogma and their stuff, the main thing is that there's source energy, and you have it with you. That's the bottom line. And when you try to connect to it, then you're going into a tangent, and then you're going into the darkness, because then you're using mind energy to try to figure something out. And the source energy doesn't care what you do. On one hand, it's sad. On the other hand, it's very freeing because you know that you're not controlled by something. So you're out of the loop. You're no longer dealing with things from the past or the future to bother you. When you can get into the present moment. It's a little hard to live there because of everybody else's stuff and their empathic energies coming to you. But once you start having clearings done, then you're not drawing those people to you. Because, like I said, who you think you are now is your storyline, and your storyline is all your past traumas. So you get rid of the past traumas, get rid of your storyline, then you're freed up from your whole life. Any questions? Yes?
What do you think that motivation is that aliens, these control or implant or experiment? Seems like they're already pretty slow learner because they're doing it a lot of times.
No, they're not slow. They're very, aliens just want your emotional energy.
So we're sort of like a fishery. Is that kind of
Yeah, in a sense, yeah. You're here like in a fish pond, and whoever bites the hook gets hooked. And the teachings here in New Age metaphysics is not in alignment with source energy, where it's non-judgmental energy. It always works with, the law of cause and effect. And there's books out on that and videos about creating your own reality with the mind. The mind energy is the darkness, so whenever you hear about the mind, that's darkness energy. And that's the problem that people have, is that it's really hard to use the English language to describe things. But whenever you talk about mind, then that's the consciousness of control, which is mind control, and that deals with implants and aliens and parallel lifetimes. So I'll do a timeline crash here. So the aliens abduct you on timelines because you have emotional problems. So they'll pick the biggest emotional problem that you have and recreate that maybe 100 times in your life. You don't know about it here, but it could be happening there. Then you come back here, then you're angry with somebody around you, or your button or your fuse is really short and you explode because you had stuff happening to you in a parallel life, and now you have to release the energy. You all know about that, right? I didn't do anything to this person. They just got on my face, right? You don't know what, that's what happens. So here we go. Think of an emotional situation or what you're dealing with, just a basic one, like fear, anger, resentment. There's all different types of emotions, hatred, whatever. And they're getting mileage out of you because you have that emotional energy with you. And then they'll find out what that is and push that button and create situations underneath that heading, okay? So here we go. I'm going to do a timeline crash on it. I'll count to 10 to release one timeline. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's a little bit too long for me. I'll just snap my fingers here. So here you go. Another timeline, crashed, another one 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 crashed. How do you feel? So see, what happened was, in the time that got crashed, just kind of visualize a bridge. Okay, so like the San Francisco Bridge, right? And it's really long, and you're at one end of it. The far end is where the alien race is, manipulating you, okay, at that far end, along with maybe 1 million people on that timeline, dealing with situations, the same thing as yours. So when you crash a timeline, all of a sudden you're freeing all these people. So what happens when that bridge falls, you can actually feel the body change and vibrate a little bit. Because everything coming off that timeline, all these peoples, all these spiritual contracts, quote, quote, are being released, okay? And then you come back to yourself. I'd do a space-time crash, but that's a little more difficult because you might feel, well, I'll do one. So a timeline crash, almost always you come back to your body. Now there is a time that you're out there in space, okay? And you fell off a timeline and you haven't got returned here yet. Okay, now this could have happened 10,000 years ago, and you're out there lost in space, okay? So here we go. I'm going to do another timeline crash for your issue, but it'll be a space-time crash. So in case you didn't come back here, you will now. But what will happen is it'll have the emotional intent and everything that happened to you on that timeline. So you might feel kind of out of balance for about 5 minutes. I'm going to have to warn you on this here, okay? So here we go. Space-time crash. I'll count to 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There, now you're coming back. How does that feel? It's a little more intense, right? Yeah. Because you're coming back now. You've been out there in the beyond, wherever that is, right? Lost in space. lost in a dark side universe. The light ship found you. This is what they do at ascension time, okay, and bring you back. Okay, I'll do another space-time crash. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very heavy energy. It's heavy because it's very intense, okay? So I have this on my website. The highest price for it for a month of the timeline crashing is $60. And I think the space-time, I believe, is $30. If you do a month of these things with emotional issues, you're going to go a long ways toward your healing. But first do an emotional whole lifetime clearing because they're getting you on your emotions. You want to get rid of the emotions. And then you find out what timelines you're on and stuff. Yes?
What if you've done your emotional clearing, your whole lifetime emotional clearing, and it still seems like emotional issues are coming up for you?
Okay.
Is it a good idea to maybe then go back and do some of the 7 generational clearings or beyond that? Try curses, hexes, and spells clearings? Or would you recommend if emotional issues still keep happening after your emotional clearing?
Yeah, I would probably look at hexes and spells. Yeah. I have that on the website too. So I have a dark side practitioner, which everybody needs. You know, anybody who thinks of you as a dark side practitioner because they're giving you thoughts. Okay, you don't want to have any thoughts coming toward you. Very negative, you know, and even if somebody thinks a good thought, because they're giving you an energy that you don't want and you can't use. You can only use your own spirit energy in your body, okay? Everything else is foreign. All these, what I'm telling you is just very simple, simple truths, you know, but people don't understand it until they actually hear it, you know. What we're going to do now is to help people out, and she's talking about issues. So she did the emotional whole lifetime clearing, and she also has the unlimited, so she stays up to date with it. So that's $50 additional. You want it 24/7 for as long as the website is up, and do clearings on yourself daily. And then what I'll do right now is a shrink wrap. So what you have is you have the energy that your body emits. This is not your spiritual energy. Because your spirit doesn't need to connect with anything around it, right? It's only in your body to heal your body. But your body has this auric field, which is your energy of your body. So what happens is when your auric field is too far away from your body, then you start taking in other people's stuff. So that'd be like an empath, okay? So what we're going to do now is bring the energy from outside of your body away and put it right against your body. So I'll just do that right now. I'll count to 5 so you can feel it come to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There. So your body now has this energy field right against it. This is where you should be your whole lifetime. You don't want to expand your auric field outside of yourself. You can expand your life force energy to the body, outside a little bit, but you don't want to have your auric field, your body energy going out because people will be attracted to it. And then you become an empath.
Can you describe how we can do that for ourselves?
Yeah, just tell your body to just bring the energy field close to it. Whatever that means to you, you know.
Should we command our spirit to have our body do this, or command our body?
Command your body. Your spirit can do it too, but your body is what you're dealing with. And you never want to think anything, because when you start thinking thoughts, then you're in the mind energy, then you're in the mind of the darkness, so you're in the light of the darkness. Okay, you're in a whole different system of consciousness. You're not in light. So you want to always say it out loud. Whatever you want to do, at least whisper it or something. Once you start to think on something, then you're in darkness. Okay, what's next, people?
So how do we stop thinking?
I don't know. I don't think. When I need to think, I'll think. When I need to figure out something, but I don't think. I don't have any mind chatter. Yes.
What do you recommend for somebody like me that goes to bed, no matter how short or how long I sleep, I don't have sleep apnea, but I wake up exhausted every morning.
I have an alien attack page on my website, $30 a month. Get on that. Okay? Because you're probably running many parallel lifetimes. They're probably abducting you. You're going, everywhere. Okay? Yes.
A suggestion, just because I know that this helps me a lot, I don't often put it up, and if I put it every day, then I have a lot less, of this, I can't stop thinking type thing going on. And that's, how about the mind moving recurring one?
Yeah, I'll do that for people. So anybody have a repetitive thought that you have all the time? If you do, think of it right now, okay, and you know what it's like, right? So I don't have this, so I don't know, but here we go. Yeah. I'll count to 5 to change the energy on it. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Now try to think that thought. Does it just go there and stop? Okay, so I have an exercise or a healing which is called Mind Loop 1. This is for people who their mind torments them with thoughts over and over again. And that one is what I'd recommend doing for that. Yes?
How about excessive grinding of teeth?
Might be anxiety. Anxiety clearing, maybe. I don't know. Yes, you have a question? How much time do you lose? Okay, good question. It depends where you go. They abduct you on the freeways. Everybody in here probably has been on the freeways here. When I go back to New York, I have to talk about subways versus freeways. but on freeways, you're driving, you want to get off on a certain off-ramp, and all of a sudden you miss it, right? And you go, how did I do that? Well, you were abducted. You weren't here. They put a clone of you and your car on the freeway, okay? And so maybe you got a half a mile from it, and they wanted you. They abducted you. They replaced you, right, with a replica of who and what you are in the car. The car now is still moving because naturally the guy behind you just couldn't say, holy shit, where'd that car go, right? So they put a replica of you for maybe about 3 or 4 miles, and then they pop you back down again. The scariest part for me when I see this, and it happens to me, I don't normally get abducted, but people just all of a sudden pop into place, right? You're doing a right-hand turn, and you look, and there's no cars for miles, right? Not even a car on the road, right? And you start to pull out to turn right, and all of a sudden you hear a horn, and shit, where'd that truck come from, right? Well, they landed somebody there next to you. So the GPS settings are all set up. Remember, maybe, or maybe you are abducted. So alien race has you, but alien race Z is doing their own thing with somebody else, and they put them down a GPS thing. Or you're driving your car, and all of a sudden you thought you went to sleep a little bit, or you're jerked, and you go, oh, I'm going to run off the side of the road, and you counter steer, right? You just landed here. Yes?
I've gone through the lights and said to myself, did I even check if it was red? Is that...
Yeah.
I'm gone?
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that the same as loss of time?
Yeah, that would be loss of time.
That would be loss of time, right?
Yeah, uh-huh. So his initial question is, how do you know how long they have you? It depends how long they want to keep you, and what's here in your place. On my last lecture, I talked about that because you can be talking to somebody, and remember they stop time. So you have to, the linear mind thinks that it's like we're here, right? We're always here, right? Well, just think of it as on, off, on, off, on, off. Well, when everything's turned off, everything is just froze, right? You're stationary. And they can take, this gentleman here and take him up over here and fix his clothes, put in a clone, put him back here again, turn time back on. He looks the same. Nobody knows the difference, okay? So when they do abduct you, there's always a clone replica of you here. So you're talking to somebody, and all of a sudden, if you catch it, their eyes might change, their clothes might change slightly on their body, and you're talking to them, and they don't really get the conversation, and you go, geez, I mean, what's this, why don't they get this? And then all of a sudden they pop back in again, maybe in 5 minutes, and the memory is shifted into the body from the clone that was here. So they do have some kind of recall, but you wonder, where was this person? They're still here talking, or I'm talking to them, but they don't have a clue what I'm talking about. And then all of a sudden they get it. That's because they're not here. You're talking to a clone. So like I say, what's going to happen in 2012 is that they're going to be bringing clones in here. So the humans will be taken out. This is the people who believe in the 2012 ascension, or something's going to happen in 2012. And for me, it's very sad because, like I said, the people are using the Mayan spiritual teachings for 2012, right? That's what kind of got it going. End of the calendar, right? Other things are happening too, planetary alignments and stuff, but the Mayans are the main ones, right? And what were their spiritual practices? A knife, pulling out the guy's heart or a girl's heart, right? Drinking the blood, cutting the head off. Do you want to do that? So that's what I say. You don't want to follow that teaching. You're following somebody's spiritual teaching for 2012.
So what do you think about the big billboards on the side of the 2012?
I haven't seen them. I haven't seen them. That's another mind control pattern then. The darkness wants you to get out of here. Ascension time is coming at some point. I'm not going to say it's 2012. But the dark side knows that every 2,000 years something's going to happen. They can't pick the date. So they have all these practitioners now talking about New Age metaphysics, how to bring in energy outside of yourself, which is non-light, okay, to connect you more to darkness, to get you ready so that you can be taken out if you're on a cloned, a fabricated lifetime.
So the aliens are doing this.
Aliens are doing everything here. Aliens are not your friend. Yeah, aliens are not your friend.
Big deal.
Yeah, great. Yeah, well, that's mind control. Okay, how many of the people here, I listen to sports once in a while, just by channel surfing, okay? So I'm not a sports person, but you watch maybe a football game or a baseball game, and all of a sudden, whatever happens, you hear the crowd cheering, right? It's all the same sounding stuff. You ever notice that? Well, what are the aliens doing? Now, I'm not saying that the TV station or whatever is programming this themselves with some special electronic device, but the aliens are riding upon the carrier wave of whatever's happening in the electronics, in the sound, right, and transmitting to you some kind of program. Okay, there's an old movie out called They Live. I think it's like in the late 70s or something. You may want to check that one out. They Live. It's kind of interesting to... They Live, yeah. The middle part of it is some kind of fighting scene, with these two guys who are whatever they are for about 10 minutes, but you always hit the fast forward on it, But other than that, it's kind of interesting.
So is there anything we need to do to get ready for 2012, or is
Do your clearings. Do your clearings. Nobody can do anything for you but yourself. Okay, the consensus is in the mind energy, which is the land of the darkness, the light of the darkness is mind energy. Some people think that, if one person does it, it's like the 100th monkey scenario. Well, that's all darkness energy. That's mind control. So you have to work on yourself to do the ascension. Nobody can do it for you. You have to clean out the gunk inside of your body, which is your DNA. All the judgments you have to clean out if you want to do the ascension process. We'll be talking about that tomorrow on the ascension panel. It'll be a panel which will give you information that probably nobody else even talks about. Most ascension panels that I've seen, it's all woo-woo stuff. You smile at people, you have really good thoughts, you're going to be ascending because everybody else wants to ascend. It's the mass consciousness ascending. Well, that is true. The mass consciousness here is a darkness. It's going to take you away into parallel lifetimes. This lady back here.
What about the 2012 barcode that we have?
Yeah, the barcode can get released from you. I have a barcode that people, once you look at and find out about the 2012 ascension, that's been talked about maybe the last 5 years, they put a barcode on you because you read about it. Just knowing about it will hook you up. It's mind energy. So I have that on my website, a 2012 barcode release, so that you can have that taken off of you, and the light ship will track you and find you at that time, so you won't be taken off sideways into a dark side universe forever. And lady back here.
How does this clearing relate to or help these actual physical ailment problems or the pollution that we have in food and water we take in?
As far as food and water, I have 2 clearings for that. I have a object clearing, and I have a water activation, which you can put light codes into the water. In fact, let's get our water right now. We'll do that. You want to get some water? You have water? Here we go. Just hold your water container. We'll charge it up again. You don't have any water? You drank it all. Oh. Run out real quick. Faster, faster. Am I a walk-in? No. Yes?
So isn't it true that the heart does not think, but it comes through source, through a smooth energy to express itself, and it's extremely intelligent?
Oh yeah, the heart's very, well yeah, everything is copied from the dark, from the light. So whatever you have now, as far as the way your thoughts work and your intelligence, that all could be heart-based. It's the same thing. Remember, the darkness copied the light. And so most people think that the light doesn't do anything. You know, you think, well, gee, how can you live life being in peace, right? You're not a robot, you're not a zombie. I'm living life. I'm in the moment right now. And, you know, I don't know what I talked about 10 minutes ago because I'm in the moment. But I don't need to carry that baggage with me, okay? Because that would be baggage to me if I hung on to it. Am I correct? I'm dragging the past forward into the present moment. All you need to do is know where you are right now. Here we go, water charging. So get your glass of water, hold it, and what do you want to bring in? Dolphins? Turtles? I don't know. Turtles. Dolphins. Okay. Okay, turtles and okay, you want whoever wants dolphins, we'll put dolphins in and turtles. Okay, here we go. We got mermaids too. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. This will take about 15 seconds here. I'm speeding time up here. We're actually out of time here. There we go. Okay, have some water. And it should go down quicker than normal. Normally you put it in your mouth and your body says, hey, this is water, I want to have some. It doesn't sample the taste, if you notice that. It just goes down. So what I have on the website for $1, you can get whatever water you want and activate it. You know, like a gallon or whatever, you know. Okay, what next? Yes?
What can we do to protect ourselves from
Aliens? All I have on the website is an alien attack page. I do have some free clearings, okay. I have how much time do we have? Anybody know?
15 minutes.
Oh, perfect. See, perfect, okay. On the website I have, and I'll do this for you right now, I have a satellite attack clearing. So the aliens are using like satellites up there, using that term so we know what they are, you know, remember we're dealing with mind energy. And these satellites project down to you mind control transmissions. So here we go. We'll take out some satellites. So first one, release. Second, I'm just releasing them right now from you, and you're going to feel your body loosen up. Remember, they track you, okay, and send you mind controlling thoughts. There. How's that feel? Now we have a clearing that takes away, like we'll say, little implants, antennas on the top of your head, which they connect to. This is a free clearing too. Here we go, taking these off of you. Okay, how's that feeling? Your head feeling better? Okay. Okay, I have another free clearing on the website, which is, what was it? Anybody out there? Yeah, I'll be here now. Okay. Oh, yeah, okay. Here's what happened. When Jesus walked the earth here doing these healings, the dark side didn't like it. So from that time on, they put onto you a clearing, and it's called a 2,000 year of darkness barcode clearance. They put onto you a clearing to keep you afraid of the light. Remember, if the light saw darkness, it would destroy it instantly, because the light has to stay in spiritual integrity. So since you have darkness in you, you would be destroyed, which is fact, okay? But you know that, okay? What happened with Nikola Tesla, what I can recall, Edison didn't like his way of doing free energy or going in that realm, okay, and using alternating current. So I think he electrocuted a dog or something like that. Anybody know the story? But anyway, that's what he did. An elephant? An elephant. At the World's Fair. Okay, so right away you're not going to like that type of system. So you have something stored inside of you, similar, that you're afraid of the light. So this clearing's on the website, so I'll take this away from you. And you may start to have visions of peace energy. Here we go. So this one I'm going to count down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. There. Feel a little shift in consciousness? Yes. Question?
I was going to ask about cell phone towers, power lines in general.
Yeah, that can't. None of those can be good for your body, because your body wasn't created to have that energy run through it. So yeah, it could all be detrimental. I don't know what to do with that. There might be clearings you could probably use on the website to help you out with that. I just put up one for oxygen. I'll do an oxygen clearing for you. It's a free clearing. Okay. So on my website, just go to the left-hand side, and it'll say free clearings, on the navigation side. So here we go, oxygen. This is number. I'll bring the colors. This is a green oxygen coming into the room here. Inhale, exhale. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. These are all healing oxygens for your body. There we go. And how's that feel? Okay, now I'll do a purple. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go.
How long do these last?
The healings are in the moment. So when you have a clearing, a healing, it takes away what you're dealing with at the particular time. Okay, so for that it's eternal. Remember, you're at free choice to choose darkness. Okay, light doesn't care what you do. Okay, but you get your whole lifetime emotional clearing, then you get to wait. Your stuff starts to leave you. That's what you want to start off with, is that clearing. If you don't do that emotional clearing, what I'm telling you today, right now, during this workshop, it's just going to go in one ear and out the other, because you're not going to be able to retain anything, because the emotions will grab onto you. That's the fact. You want to get that clearing. That'll save your life. Okay. Another option, we'll do silver. Here it comes. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. And I'll do a black energy of oxygen. Remember, don't get caught into colors of good and bad, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. We'll do gold oxygen. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And silver. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. There. Yes?
What keeps the aliens from reinstalling all that? Those implants or the stuff you mentioned earlier, what keeps them from reinstalling it?
What happens is, after you have a clearing, your spirit can now take up that territory. And so, hopefully they won't reattach to you. Remember, they only attach to you because of your emotions, and because your spirit is not in your body fully. So each time you have a clearing, your spirit can come back into your body more fully, which prevents that from happening. But maybe not 100%, but it will help. Okay? Remember, they don't care about you. You're just a specimen, like in a little test tube, you know. How much time?
5.
5, okay. Yes?
When you did that first clearing of heart chakra,
Uh-huh.
the first time I did it, then I felt after that a real pressure and heaviness there for a while, and then it went away.
Yeah, that's because you probably had a lot of densities being released. Yeah. Yeah, it can, yes, uh-huh. Yeah, so what she's saying is that she felt the energy of the, going to the heart energy, and she felt pressure. Well, that can't happen because you have so much density on you, so the body has to readjust its frequency. The healing is done instantly. So the healings that we do, from the light ship, light energy healings, don't take any time because they don't work in time. But your body needs to catch up sometimes with the healing, which could make you maybe feel tired or, maybe a little drowsy or something for a little bit, sluggish, and then, recuperate it right afterwards. So, and then from there, you're a new person. Yes, question?
What's the light ship being doing about the underground factories where they're making clothes and that sort of stuff? What's going on there?
They've been working with them for quite a while now, maybe about a year, getting rid of the clone factories from the aliens underground. That's why you see the earthquakes happening in the U.S. here. They'll probably be nationwide or worldwide also. The light ship and the soldiers that are brought in from the past going into future timelines, being trained to fight aliens and coming back here again in our timeline area to fight the aliens.
Would that explain the humming everybody's hearing in the earth?
Very possible, very possible. There's many tunnels. They go many, many miles deep. I've been down recently, I'm just looking here to scan. I've only been down about 8 miles underneath the earth here doing alien battles. And I don't know how much further they go beyond that. Remember, I don't go past where
You've seen this?
well, I've seen a lot of stuff. What I've seen, I've been there, done that, okay? So what I have seen, you wouldn't want to see. I won't talk about it, but, there's a lot of stuff that it's very grotesque, yeah. To watch an alien species bite off somebody's leg, okay, just for fun, to eat part of it, throw it into like a waste dump, and then the other aliens still want to keep you alive, and you're still living. The people are still living. They're not dead. And then what they'll do is like sew up or put a bag over, like a big tourniquet over the leg, where they can eat the blood, and then they'll save that for the next portion. So I've seen all this stuff. So aliens, to me, when you get into that, is not good. Okay. And the people that are missing people here are probably underground as food for the aliens, okay? So,
Can we get the energy of one of the soldiers?
yeah, here we go. In fact, they're all around the room here. I'll make them stronger here, okay? These are the ones here are the United States of America military forces underground working. And if you somehow have been in the military and you feel like you've been on a mission, maybe it's at night when you're sleeping, it's very possible that you have been doing that, fighting the aliens, okay? Because they take people out of boot camp. So I'll just talk about that just briefly here. What they did is they went to all the vets, we'll just say from World War II to current, and so they went to boot camp and they just stopped time, because remember, they know how to do time travel. They stopped time and they asked the people if they wanted to do a different mission besides, say, Vietnam or Korean War or World War II. They'd say, yeah, I want to do that. So they basically said that the war is like ended at that particular time. When they transported them from that time frame, we'll just say 1943, we'll say, to the future of like 2050. Trying to do with alien warfare stuff, maybe 2 minutes? One? Okay. And then from there, brought them back into our timeline. So there's a lot of soldiers, and this is worldwide, not just the United States, but the United States is in charge of what's happening, fighting the aliens. So if you have any dreams or you know friends that say, I think I've been fighting these weird things, or I feel like I'm in flying airplanes or flying saucers or something at night when I'm sleeping, that's what it is. And so what they had to do then was bring them back to that timeline, okay? So when their job is done, to be brought back and have like a mind swipe, and whatever they were doing at that time, if they were like eating eggs or something, right, and they're frozen here, remember they stopped time, then they'll come back with all the stuff erased, and they will start to eat again. And the light ship is protecting them And if they were to get killed, they'll rematerialize their body because they can't have anybody die on a timeline because it would destroy the Earth here. We're on a timeline here. Okay, so here's the military, okay? And they'll come up against the walls over here. They're all around here anyway, but I'll have them intensify. So if it feels like it is a heavier energy with guns, that's what it is. Here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, you feel it now? So they're actually here protecting me. I don't know. I had a chance to leave about 3 years ago, but I decided to stay. I'm in the moment. Okay. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Yep.